Hi, I'm Uvi. I'm a trans woman, a beauty studio manager, and a makeup artist at Sephora, and I'm here to show you my skincare routine. After my skincare routine, I'm going to show you how to contour. Being trans, I am covering a lot of different areas of my face that I don't necessarily want to emphasize. So using really full coverage products, you really want to be able to bring that definition back in. So I've been transitioning for 3 years now. So far I haven't gone through any treatments like laser hair removal or electrolysis. So with that in mind, I'm going to show you what I use on my skin. So let's get started. I've already washed my face with the Drunk Elephant Bestie Jelly Cleanser. I like it because it doesn't leave my skin too dry. I'm going to take Origins Dr. Wheel. This has mushrooms, so it really reduces redness and irritation in my skin, especially after shaving. I'm going to take this pad. I like to hold the cotton pad like this so I get a lot more control. Take a little bit on my cotton pad, wipe it all over to rebalance my pH levels and to tighten my pores. One of my favorite steps to do is use essence. This essence is the black tea kombucha essence from Fresh. It's anti-aging and also protects your skin against free radicals. I'm going to apply this using my bare hands. You're pressing it into the face because you really want it to soak in. What essence does is it softens the skin so that everything can penetrate deeper. So next I'm using my Drunk Elephant C-FIRMA Vitamin C Serum. Take 2 pumps, and I'm going to use this mainly in the places where I get the redness. Vitamin C is perfect for brightening the skin. So after my serum, I'm using the Belif AQUA Bomb. This is a water-based moisturizer, so it's better for oily skin. And next I'm going to follow that with a bit of eye cream. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I'm going to warm it up between my fingers and lightly dab right below the socket. I also like to run it through my eyebrows just because it's fun. So I believe SPF is essential to everybody's skincare routine. This is the Shiseido Wet Force SPF 50. It's also important for people that are going through laser hair removal or electrolysis, just because those treatments can make your skin a bit photosensitive. I'm also going to run it down the neck and behind the ears, as those places can be often forgotten. And there we have it. That was my skincare routine. And next I'm going to show you how to contour. Contouring can be a bit intimidating, but I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks to make it really easy and simple. So I'm going to start with primer. This is the Benefit POREFESSIONAL. This is going to seal everything in and make my makeup last a lot longer. I am going to press it into the areas that I'm trying to reduce any texture, so areas like where facial hair grows. I'm going to go in with color corrector. This is the BECCA color corrector in Papaya. I'm going to take a little bit of this and warm it up on the back of my hand. The bright orange is really going to color correct any stubble pigmentation left behind, so you can't see it when I put my foundation on top. You can also use it under your eyes if you have any dark circles like I do. Skin around the eyes is really delicate, so I'm not trying to tug too much. So these are the areas I do on my face just because that's where I see the most pigmentation. But if you have any pigmentation around here, you might want to use it there, anywhere where you see any darkness. So I'm going to go in with the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. This is a matte full coverage foundation and it's transfer proof, so no matter what I do, it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to run a little on the back of my hand. A little goes a long way. The Sephora Pro 47 foundation brush is the perfect brush to apply for any liquid foundation really. And I'm going to start in the center of the face. Where I put the color corrector, I don't want to smear or streak. I want to dab and then work out. So really focus it in the areas where you want to see all that coverage and probably don't put as much everywhere else. So you can really see that it covers a lot of the color corrector and a lot of the redness for my acne. And I'm running this down the neck just to make sure that everything matches. And if the foundation looks a little too cakey, just take your trusty beauty blender and make sure it's damp and really press the foundation in. This will give you a really smooth, seamless finish and a lot of coverage without it looking too heavy. So I'm avoiding the eye area just because I don't want it to look too heavy or textured. I reserve this area specifically for concealer, which is actually our next step. All Nighter Concealer from Urban Decay. This concealer has a lot of coverage. A little of this goes a really long way. I'm applying this mainly in the eye area, but if you feel like there are any areas of your face that need a little more coverage, feel free to use it there. Using this bouncing motion really made the orange go away so it doesn't look orange and crazy anymore. Now you just see a really nice, smooth, bright eye. Now we're going to go into really sculpting our face. I'm using the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick in Baked. I like to go in with a cream bronzer just to really make sure that no matter what light I'm caught in, you really see how defined my face is. So I'm using the same Sephora Pro foundation brush in 47 to apply my cream bronzer. But to map out my perfect placement, when I stick in my cheeks, you're going to see the hollow right here. I'm not trying to go in to the hollow. I'm trying to go right above that. So I'm starting back here at my hairline, and I'm moving forward. And I'm also doing little strokes upward to really blend it out. With contour, you always want to bring it up and not down, because we don't want to bring our natural face features down. Then they wouldn't be our natural face features. I'm also going to run this along the hairline. I'm trying to frame my face, and I'm bringing everything from dark to light to really make the center of my face my focal point. This is the most product your brush is going to have, so we're always going to start our point of intensity from the back moving forward. I'm using my finger as a guideline right on the hollow of my cheek, so I don't bring it too far forward either. That's a really good stopping point right there. And then just bring it up. And if the cream bronzer looks a little unblended to you, this is the perfect time to blend it out with your beauty blender. And you see how that doesn't look harsh and streaky anymore? Perfect. So now that my cream bronzer's on, my concealer's on, and my foundation's on, we're gonna go in with our Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, just to make sure that everything lasts a long time and does not move anywhere. So I'm taking my Sephora Pro Contour Brush 79, and I love this shape to really be able to set my under eyes. I'm gonna take a little bit of powder on the lid. I'm gonna take a generous amount of my setting powder on the brush, dab that under my eyes. And I like to do my under eyes first, just because this part of our face shows a lot of expression, so it's really likely to crease. I also like to go in on the sides of my nose and the sides of my mouth for the same reason. Now I'm going to take a bigger brush in the same shape. This is the Sephora Pro Brush 59, and I'm going to set the rest of my face. And I'm doing patting motions instead of streaking motions because I don't want my foundation to move. And now I'm going to take any excess powder off. So now that our face is nice and set, I'm going to go in with my Smashbox contour palette. I love this palette because it has all 3 shades that you need to be able to create any contour look. And I'm going to use the 79 Pro brush. I'm going to use the lightest color in the palette. I'm going to highlight under my eyes. So this is really going to brighten the under eye. I'm also going to brighten the center of the face. Now I'm going to take the middle bronzing shade and take my Sephora Pro 49 brush, starting from the back and moving forward. And I'm working it into my hairline because I don't want differentiation from my skin to my makeup. So you see where shadow naturally lies along my jawline? I want to be able to bring that in a little bit more so that I can make my face shape look a little bit smoother and a little bit softer. I'm taking my contour shade and I'm working from my ear inwards and then down the neck as well. It's really going to cut the round corners and make everything look a little more streamlined. So the reason I don't put bronzer here is because you don't necessarily get any orange down here. Shadow's always going to be gray. And you also have a little bit of natural shadow right here where the hollow of your cheek dips, but we're putting it right above. And we're going to take our big fluffy brush again, and I'm going to blend everything together. Next, I'm going to contour my nose. So I'm taking the Pro Contour brush in number 80. I'm going to take a little bit of that bronze and contour shade together. When you're contouring your nose, you might notice that the edge of your nose is over here, but the shadows naturally start over here. So you want to start a little closer than you would think. And I'm not putting a lot of product on just because I don't want my nose to look too defined. I want it to look really nice and soft. We're actually emphasizing your own natural nose shape and not making it look whiter. Run a little bit down where my nostrils are because shadow's naturally going to be there. So now that we're all contoured and defined, we're going to add some warmth to the face. So I'm going in with my NARS blush in Amore. This is a nice, really soft, subtle pink. Taking the same Sephora Pro angled brush in 59. And for blush, you want to place that kind of closer into the center of the face. And your cheeks aren't the only place that get flushed too. Sometimes the tip of your nose can get a little bit of color. Even your forehead can get a bit of color. And I'm going to take the same Sephora Pro 59 brush to blend everything out. Next, we're going to go in with everybody's favorite, highlighting. I'm using the Fenty Beauty KILLAWATT and Mean Money Hustler Baby. I'm going to take my Sephora Pro contour brush in 79. And I'm going to take the soft side, which is Mean Money, down the bridge of my nose, my cheekbone, and Cupid's bow. So this is a really nice, soft, subtle highlight, but if you want a little more drama, you can take the other side, which is Hustler Baby, and intensify that. So to really set everything and make it last all day long, I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter spray and I'm going to spray it all over my face. While it's still a little wet, I really like to take my beauty blender to make everything look really nice and smooth and not cakey. So there we go. I hope you learned a lot from this. This is just my everyday base, but you can always add a little bit of brow or some eyeshadow, even a really bold lip. Make sure to check out our new Classes for Confidence, Bold Beauty for the transgendered community in Sephora stores all over the US. Visit Sephora.com and search Bold Beauty to find a class near you. And if you want to learn more, check out our other videos in our Bold Beauty series, Everyday Eye. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and don't forget to subscribe to Sephora YouTube for more videos like this.